What's up, everybody? Meta had their Connect event where they announced a lot of new stuff, specifically around the metaverse and the Meta Quest Pro. This is a leaked image of the new headset. I'm just kidding. This isn't the leaked image, but we're going to talk about what Mark Zuckerberg said about the new headset. It's a $1,500 headset. They announced a huge partnership with Microsoft, which I think is really going to spark the adoption of these headsets and AR, VR. And, oh, by the way, it's an entrance into the enterprise and into what the future of Meta being involved in work could be, which is a subscription product around people being able to use AR and VR headsets in the workforce. It sounds crazy right now. You're not going to want to do it when you look like a goofball wearing this thing, but this is not what these will look like in a year, 2 years, and 3 years. The amount of innovation that we're going to see in this technology is going to be mind-boggling. It's one of those things where it takes a long time to get adoption, takes a long time to get going, but once it does, the scale and the adoption curve and the innovation can be very, very fast. You know I own Meta stock if you watch this channel at all. We're going to talk about some of the announcements at the conference, the partnership with Microsoft, why I think it's a big deal, and then at the end we'll talk about a quick update from Intel, and I'll cover that in a video tomorrow, so subscribe to the channel if you want to get all of these updates. Zuckerberg came out in the keynote and he said, "I think that this is some of the most amazing technology of our generation. It's going to open up opportunities to build incredible things. We believe in this vision so deeply, we renamed our whole company after it." Okay, they named their company after it. Of course, he's still going to feel this way, all right? 1 in 3 apps on the Meta Quest platform are making revenues in the millions. That's pretty awesome. Chief Technology Officer Andrew Bosworth said some 33 titles have made more than $10 million in gross revenue. So when we talk about a new platform for growth, a new platform for pretty much a new wave of app store, right? Think about Apple and their app store. And no, I'm not saying this is going to be that, but it's the idea behind it. And at some point in the future, who knows? But anyways, that's the type of store and growth potential we're talking about here in the very earliest innings. That's up from just 22 in February, and the number of apps making more than 5 million has doubled year over year. Okay, it's going to be called the Quest Pro. It's the first in the new line of advanced headsets built to expand what's possible in virtual reality. It takes what people love about Quest and adds a bunch of new technology to help you do more in the metaverse. It's priced at $1,500, which we'll see what the adoption looks like for that, especially in this macro uncertain environment. It's available for pre-order now, and it ships on October 25th. Big partnership, and this is where Microsoft comes in. Quest for Business, which is currently in beta. Zuckerberg said it's a subscription bundle for Quest 2 and now Quest Pro that includes a suite of features like work accounts, device and application management, premium support, and more. He brought in Microsoft CTO Satya Nadella to discuss integration of Microsoft Teams, Office, Windows, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. Again, that's where that mass adoption could come from. We've been thinking about how to bring the power of Microsoft 365 and Windows 365 to 3D spaces to really help to drive productivity and enable you to create, communicate, and collaborate in completely new ways. Okay, you're not going to be more productive, at least at the start, but hey, maybe in the future, and it sounds cool. It's a cool buzzword. With Windows 365 coming to the Meta Quest platform, this is going to be great for anyone who wants to build out their virtual office on Quest Pro. Still have great Microsoft Teams experience through VR, a way to join Teams meetings and workrooms, Zuckerberg said. Okay, all this stuff is in the very early innings. I don't expect this to have like crazy adoption right now, but as they make improvements, it can become a much higher adoption rate and much more like reality and part of the work experience in the future. All right, let's jump over to Twitter. I like to just see the reaction. I'm sure it was all positive. All right, here's Chase Evans. All right, he says, Meta Quest Pro will be $1,500. Yikes. 1800 by 1920 per eye. Disappointing. No faux vetted rendering. Don't know what that means, huh? 1 to 2 hour battery life. Okay, that's a major limiting factor, which they will improve pretty quickly. I'm imagining a 90 hertz refresh rate, which he makes an unhappy smiley face about. But hey, you can see the shock on my face when the bill comes. Okay, Steven was actually kind of thinking this is a big deal. Meta just announced partnership with Microsoft at Meta Connect. This is big. The strategy is clearly centered around amplifying the number of VR users with the potential for large organizations to securely adopt VR devices. I thought this was a meme because it was from this crypto account, but Meta partners with NBC Universal to bring you into the office. That'll probably be a smash crazy hit. Okay, and just more stuff about the Microsoft partnership. This is interesting. Meta and Apple are now enemies. Microsoft probably isn't super happy with Apple. This is their opportunity to, potentially team up and create an alliance against Apple in a way. So it is really interesting to see a potential strong partnership. We'll see how strong it is developed between Microsoft and Meta. This is what we'll cover tomorrow. This was a big deal. I had a video out about Intel. I like Intel right now better than NVIDIA and AMD. It's just a much better valuation. And they are heavily investing to innovate and improve their product roadmap, which could be beneficial in the long term and get them out of this slump that they've been in for so long. But I bought TSMC today because they are just so much more proven in the industry than Intel, at least for the last 5 to 10 years. But this is a big step. Google launches a new chip aimed at making cloud more secure and efficient. We will cover this tomorrow in a video. So like the video, that helps a lot of people find it. And then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on so you get all these updates. If you're a long-term investor, don't make short-term decisions.